So as I said, we're going to add doors and windows to these structures and keeping in mind scale. Let me show you some examples. If I'm going to be adding a door, for instance, to this surface here, this is a front-facing surface, a front-facing wall. It's a surface that is not impacted by the vanishing point. That means the lines I'm going to draw on this surface are going to be horizontal and vertical. And as I said a minute ago, if I want this to look like a small structure, I want to put a large door on it. And now it looks like maybe just a small storage building or something, right? Now, if I were to put doors and or windows on this right side here, this is a side-facing surface. That means that it is moving away from me. One end is further than the other. Things at this end are going to be smaller than things at this end, and it is going to be influenced by the vanishing point. For this side, I'm going to show you what it looks like if we change the scale of what we're drawing. So I'm just going to cover up that door for just a second. I still am going to need vertical lines for any doors or windows. In fact, I'm going to put a couple of doors. I'm going to make them small, but the one closer to me is going to be a little bit bigger than the one further away. And the top of that door, both doors, are going to be orthogonal lines, meaning I get the angle of them from my vanishing point. Now, look at how this building now looks much larger because I have put two small doors on it. I could even envision that there's another floor above it. For instance, I could draw some windows up there. Let me show you what that would look like. In fact, I could draw several windows all at one time. Let me show you this little trick. So we can see now, again, the scale of the windows and doors on this side of the building makes it look like this is a good sized building. Now compare it to when we look at this side of the building, it looks like a smaller building. Now, what we would not want to do is this. We would not want to draw things on one side of the building that don't match proportionally with the other side of the building. We want to make it look like they all belong to the same building. Right, the same scale. Well, how would we do that? Well, if I wanted to make sure that this door matched proportionally with these, there's a really easy trick. I'm going to go back to that orthogonal line that I drew and put a little dot on the corner of my building, and then I'm going to use that for scale. That means any doors on this building will be in scale with the doors on that building. So I could easily fix this by just turning it into two doors. Okay, so now we have something that looks like it has the same scale. All right, so with the time we have today, I want us to go ahead and make sure that we have a door, maybe a window, and then we can start thinking about what other details of that building we might want to add. Okay?